FE? You were alive all this time? Damn.
What gives, Professor? I was so excited to see everyone again, and then this happens. I'm still tired from the long journey. How did it come to this?
Let's all take a moment to catch our breath.
Oh my, the Foldin Deer house is together again at last. And all grown up. Well, for the most part.
So then, Mr. Leaderman, does this mean you intend to rope us into your little scheme?
If we had a more reliable leader, perhaps the Alliance would not have been divided. We cannot rely on Claude's scheming to lead us to victory. Therefore, I will remain. It is my duty to ensure Claude does not worsen the situation in the Alliance. For I am none other than the handsome and talented Lawrence Hellman Gloucester.
Well, this is a mess.
Hello and welcome, everyone. I hope you all got a good start to the Burdened Wind route back in episode 13. I do recommend watching it if you haven't yet, as it was a really dramatic, tense hunting by daybreak to kick things off. I want to thank everyone for sticking around and supporting the channel. We are really close to 4,000. I really never thought we'd get there when I started this channel a little over a year and a half ago, just as a little pandemic hobby. So I'm really grateful to all of you and would be just so excited to reach another milestone with all of your support. So if you like the show, please go ahead and give the channel a subscribe. Now let's get into a little bit of these side battles, quests, and paralogs. First of all, well, this battle wasn't too exciting, so we're just going to show some of the highlights and levels. Here is Lysithea not taking any damage, but getting up to level 29.
I aspire to be my best.
Your best is hitting slightly more often. Ooh, 69% chance to hit for Hilda. She nails it.
Don't get used to this.
And that gets her to level 27. I won't get used to anything good happening, Hilda. That's how it works.
Quite what I'd hoped for.
Ah, that's why you warned me. Okay. Yeah, I was a little more emotionally ready for that one.
Now
Thanks,
there's a
Hilda.
way forward.
Here comes Marianne up to level 26.
I feel a little stronger.
You shouldn't.
You got yourself killed.
And Claude is tutoring Shamir in the ways of the Elmiran School of Sorcery. And, well, she's learning those lessons and still focusing on her own. It's good to diversify, I guess. Leonie gets up to level 32. She, as the trickster god, is a little ahead of the curve, and she's going to just keep getting faster, I guess.
Thought you could best me?
Here comes Lawrence, who is helping out Mercedes.
This is for everyone's good.
Okay, maybe he's not helping too much.
I must
And
keep going.
Marianne just gets to finish the battle out with her bolt axe. We get a little cash, which we're continuously strapped for. And Marianne gets MVP, the Marianne Valuable Player. Now, this is just a side quest battle, but look at all those wyverns. It actually ends up being
What's my
about an easy to medium paralog level of difficulty, so we need the A team. I think the B team would just get totally crushed here.
Them well.
Whyleth's going to kick things off. This one is exciting enough to show the whole thing. It still won't take all that long. Here comes Hilda with the jump shot. She can't double these, but she can shoot from a really long distance. So we'll just watch who's going to fly in, reposition to try and stay as safe as possible. Lysithea is up front. She doesn't die from getting doubled. Would have liked to nail a counterattack. She does die from getting tripled, though.
If only I'd lived.
Yeah, if only you'd lived.
No, you
That would have been very convenient. So let's see if anyone else dies, and we'll have to do some repositioning. Whyleth gets a couple of good dodges, so it looks like everyone is okay up on that side, so we'll just need to reshuffle how we do things on the bottom. I think that means we just might need to boost up some defenses with Hilda's gambit there, and this positioning might go a little better. Now Lysithea can take 4 hits, it looks like, and they are all coming in. Get at least 1 counterattack this time. And will Whyleth still nail both of those dodges? Yes. Okay. Cool. She's fine. We have Balthus here as our backup sniper. He can't one-shot them yet, given that he's still at the steel bow stage. Not even sure he could kill them with a silver bow, given where we know his strength is, what with his disability and all. With the rapier, we just need to spend the charges on a Wrath Strike, and that'll take it out with Leone. And now Lawrence also is carrying a bow. Easy to forget. Oh, look at that camera angle.
Success is guaranteed.
Well, what is all this dust and stuff? Just, what was that shadow?
It's not done.
I'm confused by the effects here, but some pretty decent levels. We get Brawl Avoidance because we mastered Warmonk on Lawrence, so that'll be very helpful. Now that we've mastered that, we might be able to try and shift him over to a class where he doesn't need that pesky shirt anymore, and he can get back to his roots. Here comes a Fading Blow from Marianne.
Goddess, forgive me.
That will take that one out. Just a little bit more work to do, and we'll be in a safer position. We'll take the risk of a Nosferatu. There was a 2% chance of catastrophe there.
Can't die yet.
Well, you very much can. We learned that before the temporal anomaly. Here comes the bolt axe. That is sufficient to take that one down. Now we need to get ready for the next wave. So we'll move in and have Claude heal up Lysithea. And they're just coming on in, inviting us to kill them. It's very nice of them. So let's kick things off with another Nosferatu from Hilda. Trying to improve her faith a little bit. Now Lawrence can come in and just punch things out of the sky, a lot stronger even than his bow, especially his magic. Claude is up next. Do we want him to punch? Yes, we absolutely do. Look at that fancy 5% chance he had to get counterattacked, but he just takes it out in one punch. Lawrence doesn't want to convey just how impressed he is. He keeps it reserved. Balthus can't one-shot this, so we'll just use the mini bow charges instead of the steel ones. Now Ignatz can move in to finish things off. Just a regular steel axe hit, just to dunk on him a little bit, illustrate that we are indeed the masters of the Wyverns. Now we want to actually walk across this bridge at some point. Leone can heal up Whyleth, just using a heal, keep those physic charges, of which we don't have very many. Commander coming on out. Okay, they're positioned a little more awkwardly right now. So Balthus has the honor of carrying around ashes and dust. So he actually gets to deal some pretty significant damage. Still doesn't one-shot anything.
Amazing what a little bloodshed can do.
But he does get a level. Apparently bloodshed is the key to getting stronger for Balthus. Philosophy Club must have gone to some dark places. Hilda also has a bow. Interesting. It's a lot more strenuous than just using her magic, apparently. Lawrence doesn't have any magic to use. We'll just need to go for the curved shot on his bow. And he gets to an important level 30.
I can exceed this.
Can you, though? You got both offensive stats in a hybrid class. I don't know that you can do much better than that in this run. I don't know what we're supposed to leave to you, Mercedes, with those stats, but you do you. Ignatz, once again, illustrating his air superiority. And let's not have you in position to get hit. We'll have Marianne absorb the incoming attack. Even with her giant shield in her mech suit, she takes quite a bit of damage. Level up the Goneril Valkyries. And we have a couple of Wyverns coming from multiple directions. Hilda has Thyrsus, so she can finger gun away. Really long range on those things. Ignatz, of course, can fly wherever he wants, do whatever he wants. You can't tell him what to do. He's his own man. He's just going to lie in wait over there. Claude, come on up. You still have magic, despite all the punching you've been doing, so let's show off that Sagittae and how viciously adequate it is. Now, who wants to finish it off? Maybe Marianne can? Ooh, just a melee Voltax.
I must keep going.
And now we have a lot of ground to cover before those next units will come out and play with us. Here they come. Okay. So, given where they are, we're actually going to attack with Whyleth. She's actually not the highest level unit on the squad, so we don't mind getting a little XP on her. And look at that triple-digit damage, almost to 200. I don't know that anyone has dealt more damage than that in all 3 seasons of this. Claude is here, willing to show that his magic is still worth something, and that gets Shamir to level 16 just by being impressed, I guess. So, oh my.
Just like that.
Shamir wins the worst level award, and Whyleth knows that that's the kind of progress she's used to. Ignatz gets MVP. Well, we got a big block of stat progress and skill progress to show off here. Look at everyone studying authority. But I have a question for you all. Given that the start of the college semester is coming up, and I'll be a lot more busy, I don't know that I'll have the opportunity to keep 2 series on this channel going at the same time.
Seems simple enough.
So,
I think I'm
we know that people want to see some 3 Hopes content, and I think I have a pretty good idea of how to make that happen. But we also have the Silver Snow route that we want to finish here in 3 houses. So my question for you all is, which of those you would be more interested in seeing first? So, I know that in an ideal world, I'd be able to just produce both, but I don't think, realistically, I'll be able to make that happen. So, let me know in the comments what you'd like to see, and why it is that you'd like that to be the order, and that'll really help me make some decisions about what to prioritize with the time I have to dedicate to this.
I'm finally grasping this. It's all instinct now.
So after we see all of these various skills come out, we're going to have a bunch of class upgrades to celebrate. Here is Warlock Raphael. And he's going to get a nice stat bonus out of it. Ooh.
Yeah, I passed.
Now he might survive a magical attack. And here is Ferdinand, who looks up to Lawrence as his fashion inspiration. Linhart is willing to try out that fashion statement a little bit, as we can see the sleeves going away. And Santa's here. It's holiday season in Foldin. And Lawrence is showing off his new fashion line that Ferdinand was inspired by. No, there was not. Oh, Ignatz is in the big leagues. He is a Wyvern Lord. Is this the first time we've actually seen someone get to that class? I think it is, because I think everyone else that had that aspiration didn't quite get there, given that Crimson Flower was a little shorter. And we have Mercy getting some fitted, tailored armor, and she gets a little bit of strength out of it. Here's something we haven't seen in a minute, given that this is new game, some B-team battles. So we got more side quests to complete, and who better than some of the units from Season 1. We have Petra out here, establishing the Brigid School of Sorcery in every timeline. Oh, and those are some numbers we like to see, but Ignatz was not quite satisfied with the speed of progress. You gotta learn some patience there, Ignatz. Given that they're in the forest, I don't know that we'll be able to kill them with all the piddling damage that our units can deal, so we'll see if a Fusillade can help us out. Looks like it can. And Yuri, do you really want to be in the line of fire, buddy? No, you do not. Cyril is here, also thinking about how to instruct students in Elmyran magic, so here comes the stiff breeze that is so typical of Elmyra. People are just not ready for it. Caspar is following in the footsteps of Raphael in this timeline. He's just testing out what feels the best for him. And he is trying to learn Kirsten's Arrow, a very powerful spell. Cyril, you got danced up and found inspiration to bring even more of that meteorological magic to bear. Constance is here, borrowing the Aegis shield for a little bit. Don't nail that crit with the killer axe, so we'll just have to be satisfied with single-digit damage. We have Dorothea over here. Doesn't actually have a battalion right now, since there wasn't a flying one available at her tiny level of authority. Constance, with that Aegis shield, is hoping that she'll qualify to be a mech pilot one day, like Lysithia or Marianne. And just with the armor she has, she's capable of blocking all of these arrows. Can't stop the poison for some reason. So she's losing a lot of HP, but she's actually not at risk of dying. Cyril, just willing to play that little dance game of dodging the arrows and waiting for the wind to do the job for him.
Seems I've improved again.
You really have. Cyril, I don't know that he's gotten too many bad levels. I think I can remember he's gotten 1 or 2. But as far as characters in this run go, that's really, really good. Constance, again. Some killer axe that must be, huh? Let's do a little bit of healing over here before we figure out what we can do with everyone over here. Dorothea's Canto ability is going to be quite relevant, since she has to run away from all of these archers, ready to just rip her apart. So if we go over here, Bernie can just get to her so that she can get to an actual safe position. That'll get Bernie to level 18.
Only the strong survive.
Well, that's good, because you got stronger. So maybe you'll live. Dorothea knows what it's like to not live, so she's going to just poke on in before flying away. Apparently there's nothing to fear over there from her perspective. We'll reposition Manuela, Ferdinand, and Linhart, who are just waiting for an opening to charge up those stairs. Constance, of course, only under threat by archers that can't break through her armor, is just going to stand here and let the slings and arrows of life encounter her. I guess she is trying to be the co-president of the Philosophy Club with Balthus, which in her sun state kind of makes sense given the depressing existential stuff that they tend to read in there. Right, Cyril not quite ready for a mage duel, and it looks like that those thick robes are able to withstand a brisk breeze. So that's actually going to be something of a problem over there. We'll have Constance walk down the stairs and equip her bow. Maybe that will get all those archers in a position where we can clean them up a little more quickly. Petra is ready to take a tiny bit of damage here. Oh, Ignatz comes in for the assist.
For everyone.
That gets Petra to level 24 and takes out that big magical threat.
War fuels my body and mind.
Mostly your body, it seems like. Okay, Dorothea can try to poke in for a little more damage. That axe isn't going to accomplish much of anything. A Tempest Lance on the Steel Lance will take it down to 1. So if we play the same game we just did, where we dance her up, I think that means Dorothea can actually get a kill despite her lack of a battalion.
How sweet.
and then reduce the number of archers coming for everyone on the left side. Maybe get a little bit of axe experience, so she might be able to ride a Wyvern one day. And then fly her over to safety. Now Constance will be the only one getting bombarded. We'll reposition. Linhardt and Ferdinand are now ready to be part of the fight.
My apologies.
Constance apologizing for not taking any damage.
My apologies.
Not so fast.
Of course, she doesn't hit anything. That would be rude. They're just gonna run every which way for who knows what reason. Cyril still doesn't have any way to deal with someone dressing for inclement weather. It's a real mystery, a puzzle that we haven't been able to figure out. Here is Ferdinand sans shirt with his signature bow, but for right now, he just wants to be in punch position.
Exploit their weak spots.
So that his idol, Lawrence, can run straight into the fray. And Lawrence, leading that assault troop, of course, levels it up just by default.
Very helpful.
We will roid up Linhardt's charm. We know how charming he truly is, but he still needs a little pep talk from Manuela every once in a while. And so we can actually hit this archer over here so it doesn't come and cause too much trouble. Dorothea, can you actually take care of this? Not quite, it seems. So we'll need to do Bernie's dance routine again. So let's fly back. Get Bernie into position.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, quite the performance, was it not, Dorothea? Now, she can fly up here to get the fight started on the commander. We want them all to be vulnerable enough that they can all get taken out. So we'll just put a bunch of damage on all of them. Maybe some counterattacks will happen so that they'll die, or we'll just try to rip through with everyone on the left side. Yuri can take a magical hit as well. So he's going to go in for all the damage he can muster. Kaspar has some pretty powerful physical attacks, so maybe he'll be the one to finish it off. We'll have Cyril just heal up Yuri in the meantime. So let's see, we can use either Petra or Kaspar. Kaspar has a sword, and it looks like that is more than powerful enough to get the job done.
Remain cautious.
So Kaspar learns that the trade secret is just stabbing. Let's draw back Kaspar so that we can make a little more forward movement. Looks like Linhardt poisoned a guy. Good dodge there for Ferdinand. He has a couple more arrows to dodge, it looks like. Oh, okay. So he takes that one, takes a little bit of poison damage. Can Linhardt dodge? He can! And he didn't technically need to dodge both of them because Marianne was there to help out. Constance, of course, not worried about anything. Here is her slow motion, dramatic kill on that front archer.
Defeated by me.
Okay, those mages running away now that they have seen Kaspar has a sword. Manuela, ready with some reason magic. He's going to set the dude on fire that we just poisoned. We are metal up in here. Okay, we got a few archers still left. Maybe Ferdinand can gambit them again. We gotta take a gamble on this 70, but it's never a gamble with Lawrence on our side. So now we might be able to just take them out pretty quickly, so we can move Ferdinand back since he has the fetters and open up that melee slot. We can have Constance move up here and kill the front one with her bow. And then Linhardt. I don't know that Linhardt will be able to actually accomplish anything, but Dorothea certainly can. Just a knight healer with her pointy stick,
Only thorns left on this
which is aerodynamic enough to carry through the air. We'll get that job done. Now we need to dance. her up. Maybe poke in a little more on the remaining one. And then maybe Linhardt will have an opening. Let's see, what can we accomplish here? Tempest Lance with the Steel Lance takes it down to 2. That should be pretty fertile ground for Linhardt. And that gets Dorothea to level 20. And she gets 10 strength out of the deal. Excellent. Excellent. Now, it'll be slightly less dramatic when her strength boost comes in and an advanced class. Okay, Linhardt can't quite get to where he needs to be. He doesn't have a ranged weapon right now.
My apologies.
Constance, once again, absorbing all the damage in the world. And we tricked one of these mages into fighting the pod over here. Yuri, though, gets a little messed up, so his only option to fight back is a Fusillade, which Cyril will help him out with. Get an interesting camera angle, given how the world is, and we'll run away. Now, Caspar has that sword, but Petra has a stick. And she won't die from the Ragnarok, so Petra just survived the literal end of the world and managed to make a difference with that pointy stick of hers. Now that she's up front, we'll heal her with Cyril. And yes, both the Bridget and Elmyran schools of sorcery are quite inspiring, are they not? Dorothea, look at that 2 HP. That's perfect for you. In fact, you're going above and beyond with 3. That's giving me Season 1 vibes. Okay. Constance. We actually want you over here, so the melee slot is open. Oh, good miss. You're going to provide linked attack support, though.
I'm awake.
Lynn. Let's go for a gambit with you. 55%. Flip that coin. Okay, we did catch them off guard by winning a coin flip. Something went our way. Nobody sees that coming, that's for sure. Go on in Ferdinand, and just 1, 2, 3. They did program a 4th one, I guess.
This is the cost of war.
Yeah, the cost of war is that not everything can be as stylish as we want it to be. We'll dance up Dorothea once again. It's just Bernie's whole job is being Dorothea's private dancer. That's a little weird. And we got this sniper and this warlock still left to deal with, so we will move around in an attempt to position ourselves optimally. Ferdinand, if he goes for a fading blow, should be okay, given that this sniper can't counterattack him and doesn't double him. Good. So we'll move forward. Constance is invincible, so we don't have to worry about her. Ferdinand is a little vincible, so he's in trouble now. And we have to figure out how to deal with that mage, given that I think it can kill anyone it points its Ragnarok at, except Petra, who can't get into the fight. So Ferdinand can finish off the sniper with the Vajramushti that he borrowed from Lawrence. Now we've got to figure out how to deal. Dorothea, can you live through Ragnarok? Yes, you actually can. All of that Pegasus resistance is still there, so we can poke in with the pointy stick before flying away and getting to safety. Comes forward, and we'll be able to get to it with our melee fighters. Manuela, set it on fire. Okay, that takes it down to 22 and rattles it. Constance, you have a gambit too, and Manuela will teach you how to hit with gambits.
Forgive my intrusion.
And your intrusion comes in the form of a bunch of armored units. Oh, you were literally just saying "excuse me" as you walked past him on the stairs. Excellent. Linhardt is actually going to go in for a melee attack, and it looks like Marianne is going to keep him alive through the end of the world and leave him with 1 HP instead of none. Huge upgrade coming in for his battalion. And Ferdinand, where are the gloves? Let's take the safe route.
I live, I fight.
Okay. Eagles made it with their former teacher, Manuela, and Ferdinand earns MVP.
I'm the heir of House Gautier, and I'm fighting alongside a bunch of Alliance people, and I'm hoping I haven't made a big mistake.
Even you're thinking that? Well, we haven't gotten deep enough in the roster in these fights to have a C-team chicanery, but here it is.
I won't forget this.
Manuela and Hanneman, the actual teachers at the academy, saw how poorly trained all of the troops were. And while they can't disobey direct orders from the apparent commander of the forces and have everyone train in something else, they could at least try to keep morale up and make them a little better at what they do. So we have Manuela and Hanneman here with the Blue Lions that need some extra help.
I'll help.
So we're bringing in Alois, the individualized tutor, to also try and help out. He brought some explosives illustrating one of the most common tactics of our forces for everyone here. And Cyril, of course, just floats around between all of the forces. He's seen battle in the A, B, and C teams. In fact, the C team might be the Cyril team. Mercedes can get on up here with a hand axe. Can't deal a whole lot of good, but we can make this guy embarrassed to be at 1 HP.
My turn.
Hanneman can't actually attack from here, so we'll just remember that he has Rally Magic. That might become relevant. Ingrid also with Rally Magic right now. Alois has just a sword. I don't know that he has an offensive spell yet. Mercy, well, we've got Lawrence's Iron Abs here to try and absorb things in addition to the Aegis Shield. So now we're in a little bit of trouble. Because all of these Sword Masters, I think, can kill anyone they want. So we need to try and keep this population under control. Ooh, Cyril is actually our big cannon here, dealing all the damage. Sylvain is our backup sniper. Still an archer at this point. So he's going to direct all of our ground troops to Fusillade right there. Swordmaster up out of this group is only at 1 HP, so hopefully we'll be able to take it out or keep Mercy healthy enough to counterattack.
All this violence, and for what?
Happy gets to take something out. Mercy is going to move over. She can finish this sniper off with Freikugel. So now we still got that 1 HP Swordmaster that's an issue. We'll rally up Alois and have him heal himself up here. Happy wins the coin flip, so she doesn't die and it does. So that's just how life is sometimes.
You take nothing for granted.
I'd hoped for better. Okay, they're having trouble storming the beaches.
What's the plan?
Which is nice, because we're having trouble killing any individual one of them. Sylvain is going to pass up a 69% chance shot, much to his chagrin, but he'll actually nail the 100%
to use.
and get the hit plus 20,
My turn.
which should indeed be very helpful, especially if you ever increase your strength at any point.
When you are.
We'll do a lot of rallying, and now Ingrid can also deal a huge amount of damage. You have the punching going on.
I shall not stray.
Well, I hope not. Okay.
I'll cut through.
That white mage isn't super dangerous, so we have to prioritize some different things. With Manuela's rally,
I have an idea.
we have a 70% chance to freeze this one in place, and we get it. I don't know if that actually means she'll live, but it hit. So now what are we supposed to do with that? We have Alois that has heal. Doesn't have fire, but he does have heal. Maybe Cyril and Happy can take this out. Deal 29 with a Cutting Gale, trying to get that can open that's inside the hat, presumably. We have the Devil Axe. 61, deal exactly enough damage. Okay.
I'm getting used to this.
Happy has to go down to 5, but it's cool. It's good. We're fine. Okay, and Lawrence will keep Mercedes alive. Oh, will Sylvain be okay? Okay, he'll heal 17, it'll heal 5 back, so we came out ahead in terms of dealing damage. Adaman, what can you do? Oh, you can just kill it. So get the Lance of Ruin through there.
Ignorance is
That's an
deadly.
interesting way to use a lance, is just to beat someone over the head with it instead of stabbing them, but you're the teacher.
Be careful.
Okay, Sylvain. Not an impressive damage output, but it is something. And he'll provide linked attack support. Manuela can do the same thing, except her damage output is a little more impressive. 15 to go. Oh, Cyril. Cyril can just take things out, no problem. We don't even need to use the most powerful spells. Just the wind. Ah, the sea breeze. Dangerous indeed. Reposition and heal. There's still more to go. Oh dear, there's so many of them. Okay, just 3 at a time might be manageable. I think we're running out of useful gambits.
You're amazing.
We'll rally up Ingrid. She can come in. 85 is pretty good.
Witness my resolve.
And her resolve manages to hit. There it goes. Sylvain, come on up. Fire away. With Ingrid's support, you can actually deal almost decent damage. Cyril, do we want to deal a bunch of damage or finish something off? We'll just command the sea breeze.
I've gotten stronger.
You haven't actually. You are just on the cusp of getting a level that would maybe help, but probably not given our track record. Nice hand axe there, Mercedes. Still got a little bit of healing to do. Get some magic experience on Alois. Santa just helping us out. We'll rally Ingrid for no reason. And have Felix move in, who I don't think has made an attack yet. Oh, no. No, I said 3 at a time. You're trying to make this 5 on all of us?
Appreciate it.
How is that fair? Okay. We have to spend another gambit on Ingrid. I think we might have to. Without Manuela's tutelage, it's only 70%, but it still manages to hit. Good. Okay, so those are now easier to deal with. I think we can just retreat from the oncoming 3 if we take out these 2.
Her
So
enemies are my
the
enemies.
wind once more claims its own.
Seems I've improved again.
Wow. Good for Cyril as Lysithea tries to take her axe out of the sand and realizes it's very heavy. Manuela goes in with some fire. Should be super effective on a very hot day. That is how weather effects work, as I understand it. And Mercedes lands the smash. So we take out this wave. We see one guy struggling to run through sand,
What happened?
and Mercedes struggling to improve her stats. The battalion levels up a little bit. Luis has more healing work to do,
Well done.
and we are all out of danger. Oh, the commander's coming too, so now we might have to deal with 4, unless we can just keep retreating. In which case,
You saved me.
we can take them on 2 by 2. Alright, Sylvain, we need you to land this. You have Annette supporting you.
Let's win this already.
There she goes, helping you out to land the fusillade. Okay then. Cyril, we need your damage back here. I think we are going to try to take them on 2 by 2, since that's all we can really deal with. Hanneman, you have a bunch of damage you can output, right? Just smash away. Ooh! Hanneman just not taking anybody's crap anymore gets him to level 20.
I could go another few rounds.
With that extra defense, maybe you could. And Mary Ann gets to level 27.
I feel a little stronger.
Well, holding the bolt axe, maybe that makes sense.
Impressive form.
And Felix, very impressed by his former teacher, Hanneman, wishing that he hadn't made the mistake of accidentally transferring all those years ago. Here comes a little bit of a gambit from Annette, who I believe has just been rallying and gambiting this whole time, since she is not allowed to use that magic she has equipped. Steel bow shot from Sylvain does literal damage. What do we want you to do here, Hanneman? Flip the coin on the Stick of Ruin. Oh, it actually worked.
You left me no alternative.
Sub coin flip, and no, we had no other choice given everything else we're dealing with. Okay, we're going to get a little aggressive here. Try to make things work. Thunder coming out of Cyril, and it is very impressive. Okay, now we just need to try and deal with one other dude. Looks like our plans didn't work.
Where's my weapon?
This is it!
Yeah, this didn't work out either.
Don't worry, Captain.
Cut off his head? That's a little excessive. Okay, try again. Oh, you're gonna do it again? Broke straight through all of our defenses, cut off her head too. Gruesome. Yeah, I'd run away after seeing that too. Okay. Let's rewind a little further. I think we still want to gambit with a net. Fire away with Sylvain. Now, where do we go from here?
Let's go.
I guess just running away. At least killing this off with Cyril simplifies things over on the right.
Add your service.
Now, yeah, I think we just have to run away.
Ready and able.
Bring all of our forces to bear. Heal up Hanneman for the experience.
Ready when you are.
Do we want anyone to try and counterattack?
Why not?
Well, because they'd probably die,
There's no
Happy.
stopping me.
Manuela can get adventurous. 70% chance to hit. Okay, if she can counter, she'll actually kill it.
I'll cut through.
So let's hope it works. We have to get a lot of RNG breaking our way. She has to not get crit, and she has to hit. Okay, didn't get critted, and she hit. Excellent.
One of us had to die.
Good job, Manuela, showing off why she got a teaching position.
Strength and beauty. What a pair.
Well, specifically not strength, and there's no stat called beauty. Maybe you weren't qualified either.
Know what you're doing?
No, thanks for asking. Just some group flames coming in. Can we set them on fire? We can. You're really fitting in now, Manuela. Using Whyleth's own tactics. Those faculty meetings must have rubbed off on you. Cyril, let's just go for a Nosferatu, see if someone else can claim the glory. Mercy, you know what to do. You have to deal 1 damage. Can you do it? You can. Excellent. Lawrence is very proud of you. Who gets MVP? Probably Cyril? Yeah. Just 1 class upgrade before we get to the story battle for the month.
It's all thanks
Annette
to
gets
hard
up to
work.
Soldier, so maybe she can hold a weapon at some point. Looks like old Randy is coming back to attack the Foldin Deer. Let's see if we can repel that. Well, first of all, let's get a good view of the map.
The Knights of Seros are a powerful enemy, but we have more soldiers.
Notably, he didn't say
We'll take
we
them
were a
down
powerful
all at
enemy.
once.
So, the enemy intends to use their overwhelming numbers to defeat
A
us.
solid plan.
Let's fight fire with actual fire.
Claude gets it. He learned the one thing that Whyleth had to teach.
The enemy has entered the periphery of Garreg Mach.
If they
Yeah,
reach
we
the
can
interior,
see
The
them.
enemy will take the monastery. Drive them back immediately.
we say as we just chill to look at pink squares. Let's first start with the left squad here of Marianne, Whyleth, and Lawrence. We have Hanneman here defending Marianne from that counterattack. And Lawrence, we're going to have him use his bow to just shoot through some solid steel. And now Whyleth can take care of this Pegasus. She can actually get all the way up to this forest, so she'll be able to tussle with that enemy sniper and one-shot that Pegasus. We get to upgrade her battalion a little bit, which is nice. Now we come to right squad. We have Balthus here, still a little do-it-yourself bow knight who can't one-shot Pegasi like Whyleth can. So we'll have him run on back. Claude the War Monk can actually take this out in one attack. Of course, we lose the coin flip on the counterattack. And right when it's at 2, we get the critical hit. Claude goes up to level 31.
More battles means more strength.
This time it does. It hasn't always, and we know that very well. Here is Flame.
I am only just beginning.
I'd hope that's not where you're ending up, because that wasn't all that great, though defense is fine given the path you're going down. We'll have Hilda, Kool-Aid Woman, in the wrong direction. Oops.
Thanks.
And here is a little bit of healing from Leonie. Her heals are actually pretty puny given the scale of the damage we always take. Bernie is on the map as well, and Balthus is going to watch her dance in a very not creepy, supportive way. Balthus is then going to finish the job over here and pretend that he did it all at once. And now he can come on back, still having to work around that wall that Raphael is very angry at.
Let's make this quick.
Lysithea is going to get ready to intercept Cavalier back here. She's going to get the Killer Axe out, and Ignatz is going to steal her thunder.
What? That strange battle flag is... But isn't our enemy the Church of Seros?
They didn't have enough soldiers with just the church, so they upped their numbers by joining with those filfolks. It doesn't matter what flag they fly. They're nothing more than a mob.
Filthy rogues, the mob. We have a lot of names here in the Foldin Deer. Oh, you have backup, though. That's annoying, given that we can't even kill one in one shot with our sniper over here. Ignatz, though, can one-shot things with his Killer Axe on a good day. So he stole Lysithea's thunder and her plan. Good dodge there from Claude. And Leonie likes what she sees there. Got more dodging to do. Good job, Leonie. We have really long-range fire that we can bring in because all of our plans just come back to that one thing. Okay, we can't get that dodge, but we have more fire where that came from.
I'm not dying here.
No, not right now, anyway. Shots fired at Whyleth. Can she hit back? Yes, she actually can, though she doesn't one-shot the enemy sniper like she does the Pegasi. Oh, Raphael in onager range, so he takes a whole bunch of damage, sees what it's like to get poison struck. Ooh, we have a friend.
Allied soldiers are making preparations for the plan. Protect them.
Guess we don't have enough fire on our lonesome. We need green unit fire. Okay, Balthus, we really need you to step up your shooting game here. Fire away, deal 34. Run on back to where Bernie can help you. Here she goes.
Timing.
Bernadanza gets her up to level 19.
Only the strong survive.
Keep on saying that. One day you won't get a point of strength, and that might be a bad day. Balthus, go ahead and curve shot this one. Same routine. We did it all in one attack, we promise. Run back. And now Ignatz, come on in. Just the Iron Axe, go for max damage and max avoid. Of course, we don't avoid the counterattack anyway. Come on back over here. That means we have to spend Lysithea's action finishing this off. Let's just fuck our short axe, since Lysithea's not very tall. And now we got a nerd over here. Nerd alert. It goes down from Claude's punches. And he'll come on over here since he has all of that avoidance. We'll have Raphael finish this off. He's going to take another siege hit, I think, but Kirsten's arrow is effective enough to deny them that sniper. Now, who wants to finish this over here? We have the rapier. And we're going to make a big show of it.
All right, who's next?
Who wouldn't want to make a show with those boots and that cape? Hilda, very impressed. Gotta support each other as the trickster twins. Get some recovery down on Raphael, so there's less of a chance he dies. Bring up Lawrence here. He doesn't particularly care about all that steel armor. He's just going to punch right through it. Doesn't even get to counterattack. And we can move Whyleth into melee range and just kind of poke it with the arrow.
It won't be in vain.
I think that would be funny if they made the animation just stabbing with the arrow when you're in melee with the mini bow. But unfortunately, it is not to be. Pegasi coming in. Onager lands on Raphael. We get a very blasé miss there on Hilda. Just dodges by default. Or maybe uses her cloak as a shield. Okay, got some range here on Ignatz and even more range on the gambits, so he can just send all these arrows flying, hit everything. Boom, one Pegasus down, and maybe now Balthus can finish off the one that got gambited. And we might be able to even make our way up to the Onager that has been punishing Raphael. So here comes Balthus with his mini bow. He doesn't get a crit, dealing 23, which is a tragically lost comedic opportunity. Still have Thyrsis here on Hilda. So she's going to go for the jump shot, and she lands it. So we might be able to take that out with Claude if we're feeling frisky. Oh yeah, we can go for the Numa with Claude. And that is sufficient.
Outcome.
Alright, we now have a little more safety. We can keep Claude in a thicket. Let's keep him in this one so he doesn't stir up too much trouble. We can move Leone up here. Since, well, another way to deal with nerds is to stab them, apparently. Please don't actually do that. Okay, so Raphael can fire away, not quite kill it, but take it down to an embarrassing 1 HP. Do we have anyone left that can finish the job? Probably not, but we're going to let Lysithea walk on forward, since apparently the response to Bernadetta performing for you is to walk away. Very sad. Now then, we'll move on up here. We'll have Marianne stand behind our new green unit friend. More Pegasi coming down from Randy. We're going for a sword strike on Claude. We get a punch in response, and that is all. Onager hit on our green friend splashes over to Marianne. Okay then, Whyleth is going to try and make this siege weapon go away. We do have to beware of some Pegasi back there. We don't land both of the Hunter's volleys. Can't win every coin flip, I suppose. Balthus, you can deal 1 damage, right? There we go.
Wonder there's a bounty on my head.
Yeah, all those people with 1 HP are sitting around thinking, we gotta get that Balthus guy.
Appreciate that.
Ignatz gets healed up a little bit by Raphael, who is still his friend, despite his misgivings about this war against the Empire for some reason. Bernadetta going to dance up Lysithea again.
Apologies.
So that Lysithea can continue to walk away. And actually into the line of fire this time, rather than stay in the audience for Bernadetta's dance. It's just insulting Lysithea. You don't need to be that mean. A bunch of dodges here means that Claude is not quite done with this fellow, so he'll stay right where he is. We'll keep Leone in a relatively safe spot and heal up our green friend. We like forest fires around here, so we want to make sure that happens. Pegasus coming at Ignatz. He manages to dodge once, and that gets him to level 31.
I found strength in adversity.
You found speed in adversity. I know that's not quite as common a phrase, but maybe we should get used to it. Claude manages to dodge both of those attacks, and that gets Flame to level 15.
I am only just
Ooh, a big level for Flame. I thought you were just beginning a little while ago on a previous level, but we'll ignore that little plot hole you created, Flame. Good punch there for Claude.
You can't learn
Gets him healing focus. Excellent. He now has an actual combat arc he can deploy. Lawrence is just having a little dance with this Pegasus. That one comes on down. Onager hit on Whyleth actually lands. Green unit moving forward. Now we have plenty to deal with. Raphael. Kirsten's arrow is super effective on flying units. There it goes.
It's gotta be like this.
That gets Raphael to level 30.
Gotta get stronger.
Yeah, that spell is going to get stronger, and you actually have pretty decent defense. Balthus. Can't kill this, even in its weakened state. But that still gets him to level 28.
My arms can't get much bigger.
Yes, we know about your Gautier syndrome and how it limits your muscle development. Gotta stay right there. Leone, your rapier finished the job. If you land a crit, it will, but it won't if you miss. Good thing we didn't get counterattacked, I guess.
I'm alright.
Ignatz, technically you are still... You can split its helm open. It is wearing one, so that's appropriate.
I wasn't about to let you go.
That's a little ominous there, Ignatz. Claude, one punch finishes things off. And where do we want you to go? Are we feeling frisky yet? Not that frisky. Guess we just want to invite out a couple more playmates. Lysithea, please, just tell Bernadetta that her dancing is okay. No? Still walking away? Oh, a little less far this time. She could still see. Lawrence, go for the killer knuckle hit. We miss one, and we don't land the crit on the second one. But we get a couple of dodges, so he's still fine.
I must pull
Gotta take something out. What do we do here? Whyleth. We're still pretty worried about this. We want to open the path for our green unit friend, and of course we fail both times. That's our whole thing. Okay. Now we gotta try to deal with the circumstances after that. More Pegasi are coming in. What's going to happen down here? Coming after our green friend. Coming from Marianne now? Guess got a really awkward angle against the green unit. Didn't want to take the risk. They thought they could get more done against Marianne. Marianne is completely fine. Don't know why they chose to do that.
So close.
Good dodge there from Claude, an actual big risk that Mage got to him. Ooh, a Brave Lance is going to deal some serious damage to Lysithea. But it's okay, she got +1 defense. Okay, Claude still attracting people to attack him, doing the dodge tank thing.
Predictable.
Whyleth also doing her dodge tank impression. Huge clump of units here. We would love that fire attack to go down, but Whyleth doesn't want to hit anything. So Ignatz is going to have to do his best fire attack impression with this massive AoE hit. 80%. Okay. Gotta get a new number for that RNG. Whyleth, you want to help us out? You have to roll a whole bunch of numbers with your crit, crests, and everything, so everything works out for you.
I must lead them well.
Decent form. Shall we?
Okay. Now, will Lawrence have a better time against this dude? Yes. Seems so. Just gotta hit some 96s or a single 28.
For my liking.
I'll do my best.
Totally sicko mode. Now, Marianne can rifle this down. That'll work.
This is for the best, right?
Indeed it is. Look at those stat boosts on the Goneril Valkyries.
I'm alright.
And now, to protect our green unit friend, we have Ignatz come on in. We need you to not die there, buddy. Can you manage that? A helm splitter. Okay, it is wearing a helmet, and it is not anymore because it is dead. Fly away.
Shall we?
Okay, we shall do something. We'll double up with Thundershock here. Still not quite dead.
My orders?
Leone, get into the forest. Use that Caduceus staff. Just to signal those Ferratus to take it down.
How about a curtsy?
And we get to steal that Brave Lance. Now, Claude can go wherever he wants because of his personal skill, so we'll put him into this little thicket.
Pull out all the stops.
We'll onslaught on this mage so it doesn't go cause trouble elsewhere. That'll push it away from Claude, and he can dive back into this thicket. We'll reposition, dance up Balthus so he can walk to safety. And we'll just see how this works out. Coming at Leone, and she gets some really lucky dodges. Coming at Claude, his dodges are not quite so lucky, but they get the job done. And now we have this armored brigade still coming forward. Mage attack on Claude actually lands. That's no good. Oh, he needs to get this, and he does. Okay, one more thing he's got to dodge, and luckily he had a 90% chance to do so. Alright, green unit is in.
We're prepared for the fire attack. Now we just need to draw the enemy's attention.
Because we didn't have it before. They've been trying to kill us the whole time.
With that many soldiers, the Imperial Army is doomed without a capable general.
You know what that's like.
Don't think you'll get away with mocking me. Attack! Make sure they never speak again!
Everyone wants to shut Claude up, I guess.
Now!
While we're standing in the middle of them.
It burns! Save me!
Ew.
A fire attack. The damage is too great. We can't fight anymore. All units retreat. I'll take on our pursuers. Carry away the injured soldiers.
And you know how we feel about stragglers.
If we let them escape, they'll come back to attack later. We have to take them out.
Is that legal? Yeah, I guess I haven't formally surrendered. Okay then. We got a rapier here. We get a lucky crit, so we don't have to brave that counterattack. Now, Bernie wants to just mix it up herself. I guess she saw, oh, people trying to run away? Bernie Copter activated. Raphael, come on in melee with some additional fire. You heard you liked fire, so set you on fire while you're standing in fire, so you can be on fire while you're on fire. Balthus is going to get vantage by that magic bow before stealing it.
Bow to the king.
Yes, that is indeed how it works. I don't know how he got his hands on it, given that he was standing over there. Maybe Raphael threw it to him. Yeah, go ahead and attack a mage. That seems like the best use of your time. And we really do want to kill it since Bernie is right there, vulnerable to its whims. So we'll punch it out, and Flame gets level 16.
I am only just beginning.
Do you not remember that you started? Does Flame have some kind of memory disorder? Ignatz. Can you one-shot this in any way, or want to attack it? Steel Axe you can. We risk going down to 2 HP, but that's one more than we need, so we'll take the risk.
Still alive.
Yes, indeed.
Hope this isn't it.
That is all we can really expect. Okay. We're all on fire. which is nice because there's a lot of them. Okay, we are on fire too. Good job, Claude. Nice tactic. Raphael can continue his exhibit fire plan. And now then, Ignatz. You got a gambit to freeze all these in place, and this one will actually hit. We know that. That's how 100% works, right? Right.
No mercy.
Okay, so now those won't be a problem. We only have to kill those two to prevent any immediate repercussions of our actions.
What's my strategy?
Whyleth can come join the fight over here. Let's go for a Hunter's Volley on this one to ensure it goes down, or just a curve chop with the silver bow, I guess. Don't need to keep the mini bow out at all times. Whyleth gets to level 31.
I'm stronger than before.
You're actually not, but you are faster, which is a little close for you. Lysithea can use Thunder. Ooh! Didn't quite get that can open. Gotta get your can opener looked into. And Cyril understands. He needs to keep getting better with the use of that can opener. He knows it is the right implement for the situation. Leone is going to show Raphael what getting fire on top of fire is all about. For Hilda, just comes in and goes for a 11 sword strike in melee.
Fighting wears me out.
Yeah, you made it a little more dramatic than it had to be, but it's kind of our job with those fancy boots and cape. Claude, what do you want to do? Let's get as much HP sapped as we can. Oh, that one has a tomahawk. Okay. Good thing we got that dodge.
A fitting outcome.
Now our HP increases instead of being dead, and we get to level 32.
The weak fall, the strong live.
Ooh, fancy level there, Claude.
I understand more every day.
Do you? Or are you only just beginning?
But I'm with you.
Okay then, Claude. We don't want you in any immediate danger. Can't get to the forest, so just come on up here. Ooh, Bernie can get another kill, maybe? Yeah, we got this Armor Slayer we can just poke on in there.
Pretty good, huh?
And that gets her to level 20.
Bernie's just no good.
You were unstoppable before. Come on. You can't develop self-esteem problems that quickly. There we go with the magic bow that we just magnetically stole. We are nearing the end of the battle. Those suits of armor are still red hot. Can't be comfortable to be inside. Ooh, we get a critical 0, our specialty, as we bring more fire just for show. And they can't keep those Pegasus reinforcements coming, so we are relatively in good shape. Raphael, can you finish this off? Yes, just a single Bolganone will melt it down, and we can use the scrap metal.
Should have seen that coming.
Should it? I guess with all the other fire, it should have expected more. One more magic bow hit takes this one down.
That's gonna hurt.
I guess so. It's dead. Okay, Claude. Can you finish this off? Yes, we can continue developing base and get you more HP back with a double Nosferatu.
At the ready.
And now we can move Claude up here to provide some linked attack support. We'll keep Lysithea on siege duty.
What's my strategy?
Since what else are we to do with a giant mech suit but lay siege? Whyleth, finish this thing off.
I must lead them well.
That would have been a good decision to make 5 years ago. Leone, we got some magic we want you to use. Our spell slots are really limited, which is kind of annoying. That one does have a tomahawk, so we need to be careful about the decisions we make. Can Lawrence finish this? Vajramushti not quite good enough, so we need a crit to actually kill it. And here comes the crit we need.
For my liking.
Lawrence, the hero we needed. Okay, speaking of mech suits using siege weapons, we'll have Marianne actually step up to the plate here and get that 8 damage in.
Shall we?
And now, Hilda, what can you accomplish? Just go for a Thunder. Pew, pew, pew. It hits. Now, can we finish it? We'll dance up Hilda since she can attack
Nice.
from a safe distance for sure. So do we go for our last Thunder? Yes, and it claims the kill.
Don't get used to this.
And don't get used to success is always something to keep in mind.
Yep, I'm stronger now.
You're actually not, but you're more useful in battle. Let's put it that way.
Hope this isn't it.
Okay, we'll keep Ignatz right there.
A total loss. But we can't just return home like this.
No, you literally can. The
Teach,
pink
look out!
squares are
They're
right
after your
behind
head.
you. Okay, we have to take out Randy because he won't just leave. Raphael is on fire. He's just embracing
house.
that this is his reality
Justice. I will not be defeated!
now. I mean, if you learned Raging Storm, you could take out our whole squad in one go. But I think that is only Edelgard that has that, unfortunately for you. She didn't even teach you counterattack. So it's, I'm afraid, just going to be a death by 1,000 cuts for you. As we get our siege in, we use all of our piddly little magic. Let's try the Levin Sword with Hilda. That gets a pinprick in. And now Ignatz is mad at you for siding with Edelgard's breakup. You could have been such good friends, Randy.
Mother, please. I'm so...
Dead. Your head straight in the pavement. Ignatz just looking on, the shadow of death over
Those
him.
Imperial troops are really something. Looks like we'll face a lot of resistance in the future.
This wasn't a lot of resistance now? MVP Claude! That's a big change. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next installment. And let me know whether you want to see Silver Snow or some 3 Hopes content next after this season's over. Thanks.